Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, cheers. Cheers, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Welcome back, welcome back. Oh, you guys can't see me. Hey yo, hey yo, hey yo, hey yo. Yeah, that intro didn't work very well. It kind of froze there for a second, but we survived. We survived. How are you? Cheers. Good morning, fam. Good morning, fam. Hello, 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 hello. How's it going? How are we feeling today? Can you not hear me? Is it not loud enough? Do you need more volume? Volume. Do you need more? How about that? Hey yo, hey yo. Let's say hey to the room. Let's say hey to everybody. Good day. Welcome back. Cheers. Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Night. Let's say hey to everybody in the room. We got Nicholas. How's it going, Nicholas? Good morning. Corey Ziegelman. What's up? Andrew. Chellfire, XRP Grind, Ahmed, Vignier, Something Clever, Chris Ford, The Great Pate Junkies, Bricks. What's going on, everybody? Mateo, Kevin, Dirk, how's it going? Jack, Seth, Nigel, WeFly, Harlan, New York Swimmer. What's up, fam? Bob, how's it going? What's up, TC Crypto? How are you all today? I guess you know what? It's a good day. It's a good day. Thanks for asking. Good morning. Good morning. It's a good day. It's a good day. What's up? What's up? How's it going, Marcellus? Hello to the fam. Hello to everybody. Welcome to the stream. That's right. We're going to get to the title. If you guys are wondering about the title, hold on. Don't jump yet. Don't jump yet. We've got a lot of things to cover. We've got a lot to look at. I dropped that XRP fam thanks video yesterday. Real late. It was probably too late to consider it even a reasonable time to drop it, but I was up late editing it. I wanted to get it done yesterday, and then I woke up this morning and realized when I was trying to get back to some of the comments, just trying to heart you guys before I got back to some of you, I left some of you guys out. I didn't even mean to. There was some OG, true support, true fam. I didn't even think about it. I was just reading the names on the card, and when I was editing, I didn't think about it. So many people that I really should have also shouted out. I think I did not see Robert Lee's name. I should definitely have shouted out Robert Lee. Definitely John Pierce. John Pierce definitely should have been in that shout out. Jill, I saw Jill say like I didn't know I got left behind or something about that. You didn't get left behind, Jill. I'm sorry if I didn't give you a shout out. Any specific person that I didn't mention by name, you're in my heart. You're in my mind, and I appreciate your support. Yo, what's up, everybody? Good morning. Good morning. Did you ever see that article? Yes, out. Yes, I did. I saw them all. Yeah, that was a fun video. That XRP fam video. It was a fun edit. I did a little edit love on that. I had a good time. Honestly, I just like making those videos. They're fun for me. If they're fun for you, that's great. Good times. Let's see what's happening with the crypto market. We're right above 200 billion. Bitcoin dominance is up to 54%. No big deal. How are you guys today? What's happening? It's Friday. What is up with you? Tell me everything. Tell me more. I saw that XRP grind. I just saw that. I think that's really awesome. I can't wait to watch that whole podcast. I might even do a video about it. If you guys didn't realize, one of the things that's in the mainstream news today, Elon Musk and Joe Rogan just got together and did a Joe Rogan podcast late last night. Everyone's covering it. Elon Musk was puffing the magic dragon and speculating about him taking his company private and testing out his new flamethrower. That's right. That's probably one of the biggest things I think to happen this Friday. It's pretty exciting. Elon Musk teases electric plane design. Oh man, just the other day I was like, you know what he should do is a plane. I could see Tesla Air being a big thing. Boom, there you go. Tesla Air. I have a design for a plane, said Elon Musk as he looks like that. What up? Hello from New York. What up? How are you? How's New York today? Yes, indeed. Yeah, what's up, fam? What's up, Kyle? How's it going? So this is the Joe Rogan podcast put up last night with Musk taking a legal puff of a spliff on the Joe Rogan podcast, talking about taking his company private, talking about electric cars, all the things. It's going to be a good podcast. I'm going to watch it. And he did not inhale. I saw that. I did not inhale, officer. I did not inhale. So Probably wondering about the title of the video. I just wanted to say hey to all the fam. Wanted to say what's up to all the peeps, and shout out to all you crew. Apparently, hey, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good welcome back. Welcome back. This is about everything. Crypto news, crypto live. What's happening today? What's happening September 7th, Friday, September 7th, 2018. That's it's Crypto News Live with Kung Fu. We're gonna stay ahead of the FOMO, chop through the FUD, and all the good things. All the good things. So I got up this morning and I was just perusing, and I found this new guy. I don't even know who this is, but this is the reason the video is titled this. This guy decided to put up this video. Ripple XRP could hit 5296 overnight with 10% of Swiss business. I didn't watch the video, and I'm pretty sure we know what he's suggesting with the 10% overnight paired with SwiftNet and RippleNet, with the volume, etc. But I just was like, I wonder what he's going to say. The first thing he says, he zooms in on this.
Right. 20K XRP could be life-changing in a few years. Thank you, Vincent Wilson.
Wait, Vincent is getting credit for this. Vincent's everywhere, taking over the interwebs with this. Vincent Wilson says 20K XRP could be life-changing in a few years. Life-changing in a few years. That's what I'm saying. What's happening here? Vincent's everywhere, and this guy's laying down some XRP could hit $60 overnight titles. No big deal, right? Don't worry, guys. Don't worry. I'll fuel this revolution. Who is Vincent? Who is Vincent? Where is Vincent? We must find the Vincent. So, I thought this was funny. Excuse me. This is pretty funny, honestly. 20,000 XRP or 20K XRP? I wasn't really sure. I think the other day I realized he might be saying 20,000 XRP, not 20K XRP. It's hard to say exactly. I might have to do some more research as to where this 20K XRP came from, and what are they suggesting? Who made this suggestion? Who said this? And what's going on with this title? Could XRP hit $60 overnight? Sure. Anything could happen. You ever think about how magical it is just to be alive? You ever think about how magical it is just to be anything at all? We're in this very precocious spot, this perfect place, the perfect place between the sun and the empty darkness of space, right? Any further away, we'd be dead in the darkness, disappeared, nothingness, no life. Any closer, we'd be burned alive, scorched alive. This very precocious, perfect place to be. Interesting. How magical. What a moment. How magical it is to be anything at all. Yeah, exactly. FOMO can work wonders. Where do I sign? For it? So the suggestion that they're making, I think it's pretty obvious. They're saying 10% of Swift's business could bump the XRP token price up to $60 overnight. But you guys know that there's, I don't know how I know there's a lot of really knowledgeable people in the room. So cheers, shout out to all the knowledgeable people in the room. What's up? But you guys know that there's a different circulating supply for the tokens. We all know that, right? The circulating supply, the available circulating supply for XRP versus Bitcoin, it's like a billion versus a million thing. So the same money that put Bitcoin at 20K would put XRP at $4.25 or something about that, something around there. That's okay. I think that's likely to happen. I'm not sure exactly how or when or why or what is going to do this or what's the catalyst. And eventually, I think we will see what people have rumored to be the flippening. Dun, 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 dun. The flippening, I think it's real. I think it's going to happen. It's not funny. Shush. Quiet back there. It's not funny. I think it's real. I think that people are going to leave Bitcoin, an empty, dying ship. And what's funny is 6 or 7 months ago, I'd said the opposite. 6 or 7 months ago, I was into XRP, but not as much as I thought Bitcoin would be a better long position. And it took me a little while, but I realized, XRP is a better as a number one coin. Not only is it number one, it does have the possibility to have a real good turnaround inside 24 hours. Sure, we saw the market drop 40 billion inside 24 hours. Why wouldn't it be able to dump 40 billion into XRP? And if this 100 billion in Bitcoin moved over to XRP inside 24 hours, that would be the flippening. That would be XRP taking crypto market dominance, and that would put XRP at about $4 or $5. And that would make sense. I think that could happen very quickly. $60 overnight? Who's doing the math? Who's doing the math on this? When I make number price predictions like that, I don't know. I don't know for sure. Okay? I don't know for sure. I'm not 100% for sure. But I don't know about that.
No. No.
I'm not saying it's not going to happen. I'm just saying the same amount of money that put Bitcoin at 20K puts XRP at like $5.
No. No.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. If I made my price predictions anymore, people wouldn't even believe me. People wouldn't even believe me because I think it's going to do really well. I think XRP is going to do really well. But I don't think it's easy. I don't think we can easily decide. I don't think we can make an easy equation from this dollar amount to XRP value because the dollar value is going to be slipping, and I think XRP value will be gaining. It's a very convoluted equation. It's a convoluted equation. And I think one of the best things that we saw inside the last few days, or actually inside the last 24 hours, was the market dropped 40 billion and XRP gained 2%, 3%. XRP not only found resistance and found support, but it gained a little bit into the green, found its way back up to 30 cents. You know my price prediction meme that I made? My price prediction meme that I put out there on Twitter, it's pretty spot on. I'm not going to say I'm the best or anything, but where is it? Let me see it. I put this out. This is the video yesterday's video. XRP community. Dear XRP community. That's a young kung fu nerd right there. Actually, that's just last year with my hair short. So I put this up. It's a new post. Go retweet it. Get it going out there. Retweet that bad boy for the fam. And it's a video for the fam. And then the meme that I put up a long time ago, this price prediction meme, it's pretty spot on because I think it's really relevant to what we're all doing. We're all thinking we're going to be able to call out the price and name it, but maybe it's going to be a little bit harder than that. Maybe not. I don't know. But I think it's easy to see people are excited about these overnight price returns and this conversation that's being had. But what kind of overnight price could you actually see? What kind of overnight price, there it is, could you actually see? I don't know. But if you add all these numbers together, it's about $120. It's about $120, $125 if you add all those together. I'm not saying that means anything. I'm not saying that means anything at all. That's just what happens if you add all those together. So here's a bunch of blind men speculating about the utility of this elephant, each one grabbing a different piece. The guy pointing at touching the tusk point says 95 cents. The guy grabbing the ear says $3. The guy grabbing the trunk, $5. The guy grabbing the leg, $25. This guy pushing on the body, he's like $88. I see it. And so it's hard to say. It's not easy to tell. It's not easy to tell what's going to happen here. So what's happening with this? I just thought this was funny. I was going to look at this with you guys because not only are they shouting out my predictions, we got Vincent in here. He's talking about this.
We're going on literally every YouTuber's channel and writing the exact same thing under every single video they release. Everybody in the XRP community needs to hear this every single day because right now the market is in the dumps and we need this.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Now, I'm not going to say I did it because obviously Vincent's helping me. Obviously Vincent's part of the KFN fam now, taking over the interweb, taking over the waves of the people's minds with the possibility of free thought and exciting ideas about XRP. But I would say this is pretty exciting. A lot of possibilities out there. I know that people are speculating about this. Basically is a speculation of RippleNet working to solve a solution for SwiftNet. And those are big numbers. That's big amounts of money flowing in there. I'm thinking about the TechCrunch article, the TechCrunch interview that we saw yesterday, and the dispelment of FUD. Still the conversation, the evolving conversation, the dispelment of FUD, and what's happening with that. And then, with this narrative that's changing, we have the reminder that we did just see 40 billion drop from the crypto market inside 24 hours. What does that mean? Where are we headed? What does that look like? We're at around 200 billion. We're at $200 billion, and this is up from about a year ago. The entire crypto market's at 20 billion. 20 billion to 200 billion. And then at TechCrunch, referencing one of the keynote speakers saying this possibly the entire crypto market could go to 20 trillion. 20 trillion. That's an easy 100x return. 100x return. That's pretty simple to see. That's pretty simple to see. If that's a very generalized metric, obviously a very generalized price prediction, and price predictions are not really effective. We talk about it all the time, how there's no real function or utility. It's all speculative hype. And that means basically that people are kind of like those blind men feeling the elephant, wondering, where are we going? No one really knows. No one really knows. Oh, I took away the meme. So XRP seen some good resistance yesterday, up. I think it was up 2%. It was up 2% inside the day, as everything else was falling. And right now, inside the hour, XRP's up 1%, almost a whole 1%, as everything else was down. Now we're seeing Bitcoin and Bitcoin Cash and EOS and Litecoin turn around inside the hour as well. What does that mean, though? No Lambo for you. I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that for sure. I wouldn't say that for sure. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to X-Ray Profits. Happy birthday, dude. Cheers. So seeing this rally that rushed up to 7,400 within a 4-day period and then let about 10,000 fall out of it inside 24 hours, looking at the factors behind the drop, there was the speculative release because of it was Goldman Sachs FUD, I think, that they credit to this. I don't know if this is not even necessarily like real news. This isn't real news. They said it's kind of fake news. Goldman Sachs delaying Bitcoin trading desk. It's not really put off. It's not canceled. It is delayed, just delayed. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, I'm definitely going Tesla. Whoever said buying a Lambo, Lambos are cool. This is a judgment-free space, bro. Judgment-free space. You do you. You do you. But I'm going to get me a Tesla. It's a Tesla time. It's a Tesla time for sure. For Tesla to the top. Yeah. Virgos unite. That's right. Virgos unite. It's your birthday too, XRP Hannah. Happy birthday, XRP Hannah. Cheers. We'll have to listen to the birthday song for you guys. Nice. There you go. Hey, what's up with that? XRP Hannah, happy birthday. Sneak away. Do it. Do it. Tesla is what's up for sure. Maybe the Tesla and Lambo will team up and we'll get like a Lambo Tesla. Is that possible? It's real, okay? DeLorean Tesla is real. Virgos unite. What's up, Virgo crew? Cheers. So Goldman Sachs putting out the FUD, delaying the inevitable bull run that we're expecting. If the market's at 20 billion and they're calling for 20 trillion inside the next year, that's a simple 100x return, just a casual 100x return across the board. That would put, Bitcoin. Well, what's Bitcoin right now times 100? That's $600,000 Bitcoin. That'd be a 20,000 Ethereum and $30 XRP. But we know that this is not likely going to happen with the exact same relationship the coins have now. We have Vitalik coming out saying, proof of work's not as good as we thought. Proof of work's not working as efficiently as we liked. What this means, well, Bitcoin and Ethereum might not see the full 100x return like we thought. I used to think, oh man, they're going to get the same, all the top 3, top 4 probably get the same return. The more you look at this technology and the more you look at this space, the more you think, there might actually be a flippening. There might actually be a flippening, and it might be XRP taking dominance, and it might be something that we can see now, and other people have been speculating about for a long time, looking at this, like recognizing the reality of the inevitability of the success of XRP token. Ethereum may start to decline. That's true. Crypto Savage! Woo! Thank you so much. Thank you. That's right. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. A Ripple meme review, Hockey, just for you. Thanks for the support to Crypto Savage. I appreciate it. I agree, Ralph. Ethereum may start to decline. We fly high, says, hey, Kung Fu Nerd, what would you do if XRP went to $60 and BTC dropped to $3,000 overnight? What would I do? I'd probably get up, do my morning routine, and go live like I do every day. What's the plan today, Kung Fu? It's the same plan it is every day. Make YouTube videos. Take over the world. They don't care. They don't care, XRP Hannah. What are you saying? They don't care? Why are you saying they don't care? People care. People care. Okay, maybe, yeah, we won't tell anybody. We won't tell on you. I promise. Yeah. You know what? Thanks, Meowgi. Cheers, Meowgi. Thanks for dropping the Reddit. We have our own Kung Fu Nerd subreddit where we let you guys drop memes and informative articles. You guys do a great job of keeping me informed, keeping the crew up to date. There's a lot of good articles in there. There's a lot of really good memes. If you need an uplift, check out that subreddit. Drop some memes in there with your handle. You never know when I might choose your meme to be in an actual edit. It could be good times.
Good day, mate. Keep up the good work.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Chrono Mike. I appreciate it. Good day, matey. Good day to you as well. Elon Musk was on the Joe Rogan podcast last night. That's true. He shot his flamethrower, and he, Puff did not inhale. Puff did not inhale. You know, I don't know why or what will be the catalyst, but I will eventually cut my hair. Eventually, I will cut all my hair off. It's true. It's my top knot. I will eventually let it go. I don't know what the catalyst will be. I'm a very spontaneous person. We'll find out. I think a lot of people are excited about where we're headed, and I think looking at the crypto market, looking at the news, looking at the pending regulation, the pending bureaucratic oversight, there is a really good potential that I think people might be shocked and guffawed at the flippening actually happening. And what does that mean? What does that really mean? It means that XRP could achieve market dominance very easily, very, very easily. And Bitcoin maybe does maintain market dominance. Maybe it does maintain market dominance, and XRP just passes Ethereum, and it's up there. It's somewhere, right underneath. It's hard to say exactly what the relationship they'll have to each other moving forward. But we did this tweet. We did a tweet. It was like the market 5-year difference, and it showed literally the only difference was, Bitcoin and XRP in the same position they are now with 10 different coins around them, and then 5 years later, Bitcoin and XRP in the same position with 10 coins around them. And so it's easy to see that there's a lot of coming and going in this space, a lot of people that are trying to really yell and be able to kind of attract our attention with the hype and the FUD, and just it's not real. It's not relevant. It's too late. It's too late for them. We were on to you. We know we're already on to you, good sir. We've been on to you for the last 6 months. 6 months. That's a really good question. That's a great question. How do you know when you're on the moon? God. Oh, such a good question. Oh. How do you know when you're on the moon? How do you know when you're on the moon? It's like, hey, good morning, Farshad. How are you? Good morning. How do you know if you're on the moon? I don't know. I'm on the moon. It's kind of, I guess. Hey, Mark B. Thank you so much, Mark B.
What's going on? Love your content. Viewing from Afghanistan.
Pew, pew. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mark B. I appreciate it. What's going on? Love your content. Viewing from Afghanistan. Cheers. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Welcome. Yes, exactly. How can you know you're on the moon? Well, you're weightless. That's one. I don't know. It's kind of like, I was thinking, it's kind of like, how do you tell a fish it's in water? Like, how do you tell a fish it's in water? You know what I mean? I don't know. It's a good, woo! Farshad, thank you. Farshad, good morning. How are you today? Cheers. It's a good time to be alive. And that's potentially one of the things that is one of the better questions today that really kind of has a evolving answer and question built into itself. Like, when do you know if you're on the moon? It's a good question. It's all a matter of perspective, I guess. Like, how far have you come? You could be on the moon now, depending on when you took off. You could be on Earth right now, loading up your rocket, and maybe the moon is very nearby. It's a good question. I think each individual is on their own moonshot, depending on what they hodl. And that's one of the greatest things about the dun. We made that video, XRP millionaires, but really the highlight of that is just the relationship between how much XRP you hold and the price, how high you think it'll go. I thought this was interesting to look at, and I'm not saying this is for sure, but look at the XRP accounts and then look at the percentage. That we do this a lot. This is on Ledger Exposed. Thinking about 10%. If you're in the top 10% with 2,800 XRP, and we put this tweet out yesterday, I was like, this is such a great tweet. Thanks, Seb, for commenting it on my channel. It means a lot. I did a little bit more math. I added some math to your math, and we ended up with, he said 13 people per XRP. 13 XRP, I mean, per person. I said it backwards. 13 XRP per person. And I put this in a tweet. I said, there are only 13 XRP per person, per human in the world at 100 billion tokens. That's at 100 billion. We're not even near 100 billion. We are only at the circulating supply of 39 billion. So I said, we only have 2.5 XRP per human at the current supply. That's crazy, right? And then I put this out, holding 280 plus XRP puts you in the new 1% of the 1%. Yeah, mathy math. So the math's not actually right on that 1% of the 1%. Someone responded and said, what about those of us who believe and we hold 10,000 XRP? I said, congrats. And congrats to you, good sir, to the stars. Yes, my math might be a bit off. If you're on the ledger at all, meaning if you're on the ledger at all, you're in the top 0.1% of world pop. That's right. Inside the world population, if you hodl XRP, more than 2.5 of them, I would say, or even more than just 0.01 of them, you're in the top 0.01% of world pop. If you're holding 10,000 plus XRP, you're in the top 5% of the 0.01%. That's insanity. So I put the link on my Twitter. You can go and check your own Ledger Exposed right here. Not bad. Anyone can check their stats. So thinking about what this means, the next gen elite are created. I thought this was really funny to look at. Most people, like 80% of people, are holding 280 XRP. Like a majority of the wallets on the ledger are holding about 280 XRP. So not that much, but that's still a good amount. It's way more than the individual allocations if we divide them up at circulating supply. But then I thought about this when I was looking at this infographic on the Ledger Exposed. Now, this might be pure speculation about what's happening right now, but look at this. Every single one of the groups under 1%, the 1%ers and under, they're all fighting for more. The 0.5% to the 0.1% group is pretty just chilling. They're pretty much just like in it where they are. But look at those 0.01%ers. Do those look like some whales to you? It looks like some whale movements to me. Every other group's fighting to get more, and the whales are playing games. Look at that. Look at that up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down all week. I don't know what kind of parameter that is, but look at those 0.01%ers up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. That's a pretty interesting little metric right there, and to think about what's happening with that. What does that mean? What does that mean? So Moving into the headlines, the news other than just focused on XRP, this conversation, this narrative that's continually evolving and developing around cryptocurrencies. One of the algorithms, the proof of stake algorithm, is finally possibly done, maybe ready, maybe moving forward. So if you think about the algorithms, one of the reasons that XRP is so efficient and beautiful and perfect is because of the Ripple protocol and its efficiency. It doesn't rely on the proof of work algorithm that Bitcoin and Ethereum, which is Ethereum's moving to partial proof of stake. But all this aside, what's happening is an inevitable change from the inefficiency of Bitcoin, the inefficiency of proof of work algorithm, to more efficient algorithms. And one of the more efficient algorithms suggested is proof of stake. And it's one of the ones highlighted by Cardano, EOS, Tezos, Neo, etc. Now, as a result of this, the algorithm's ability to handle more scale and various high-profile blockchain projects because of its basically easier on the expense of hardware. So it doesn't use as much electricity to compute these equations as proof of work does. So it's been heralded as a more ecological way to come to a consensus on blockchains. This is, again, part of a very abstract narrative about cryptocurrencies and about algorithms and about the consensus, reaching consensus on a blockchain. What is consensus? What is, decentralized governance of these spaces? And then thinking about moving forward with that conversation, that abstract narrative, taking it from proof of work to proof of stake, taking proof of stake to individualized, specialized protocols like the Ripple protocol, and the ability for them to provide consensus without the energetic expenditure. And even looking at the Ripple protocol specifically, it is very unique the way that it reaches consensus without I forget, I was just watching a video about it, but it's basically separating two different states to allow consensus to happen easier and more efficiently. And that's good stuff. That's good stuff. You want efficiency. It's a big thing. But what's the problem? What's the speculation? So suspicion mounts why this wouldn't work or why there might be a challenge. So the system will centralize more of the work of security. Some might see this as a problem, a challenge to the ethos of the cryptocurrency movement, still noting the arguments that the Kings contended that POS is a reasonable compromise for a highly performant system. So thinking about at least it's performing so well, we can make this compromise. And that's something that I think each individual and each project has to move forward with their own decision, with their own choices. And what does that mean? What does that mean? Welcome, hello. Those that just joined, how are you? Hello. Yes, exactly. They're making all ledgers interoperable. You'll be able to send Bitcoin over the ILP. Exactly. Any of the true cryptocurrencies that are working with Hyperledger and ILP are going to all function together. That's true. That's very true. Very, very true. Looking at the run through the headlines, what were we looking at today? We talked about so far. We said, thanks for watching the fam video. We put up a video on the channel, lots of edits, we went super meme town on it. Finished that bad boy. It's posted under Dear XRP Community something. Now we looked at the news today. I thought I'd get up and just look at what's happening, and we had someone post this video. It said Ripple XRP could hit $60 overnight, and I started it, and the first thing they said was,
That's right. 20K XRP could be life-changing in a few years.
They said 20K XRP could be life-changing in a few years. Vincent's making his way around, I guess, and I thought that was funny that apparently I think my predictions and my theories and ideas have taken root and captured the heart of XRP enthusiasts around the world. And that brings me joy. It brings me a warm feeling in the deep bottom of my pants. I couldn't help myself. Shush. Yeah. Smash that like button. Smash the like button. Yes, this is the Working Money channel. I should shout him out since I'm looking at his video. Working Money channel did a video called Ripple XRP could hit 5296 overnight with only 10% of Swiss business. Here's the math. And I thought that'd be funny to look at while I was waiting to go live. And the first thing he talks about is,
for going on literally every YouTuber's channel and writing the exact same thing under every single video they release. Everybody in the XRP community needs to hear this every single day because right now the market is in the dumps and we need this. But guys,
I never even heard of this guy before, but I kind of like him already. I don't know about the overnight price prediction unless he's talking about maybe like not this month. I don't know. He seems funny. He used to say 10K. Huh. I wonder where he got his numbers from. I wonder where he's getting his numbers from. It's good to see that. It's good to see my ideas have taken root and spread outside of my realm. I'm glad that they're out there. I'm glad Vincent's making the rounds, and I'm glad that we're at least speculating, openly thinking about what does Swift's business mean. What does Swift's business mean? It's hard to say. All joking aside, he agrees with this sentiment, guys. Okay, I don't know who this guy is, but Working Money agrees with KFN. Working Money and KFN unite at last, taking over the interwebs.
Wilson is right on point. And so today I'm going to do a little bit of analysis with some math.
So the analysis is basically 10% of Swift's business with RippleNet going through XRP. How does it work? How does it add up? It adds up to money in your bank account. And there's a lot of reasons to be bullish on XRP these days, and there's a lot of misinformation and FUD out there. So I think it's easy to see, we need everybody doing the work, everyone doing their best. It's cool to see more people joining the fam. I got to say, congrats to everybody here right now, to everyone that's in the space. Cheers. It means a lot. Yeah, and everybody in the channel, everybody in the video right now, smash that like button. Give me a like. Give me that likey like. And what does that lead us to? The update for where we are in the stream. We had talking about the $40 billion that disappeared inside 24 hours, basically down 10%, Bitcoin down 10%, Ethereum down 15%, a $40 billion drop, one of the biggest daily declines in recent years. What does that mean? What are we looking at? I think it's easy to see that was probably just some manipulation, not only from whales, but from the misinformation and FUD around Goldman Sachs shelving their trading desk, not really completely stopping or shutting it down, but shelving it. Now, this is also in the headlines. Ripple's XRP is the only token in the green. And I noticed that this morning when I got up and looked at the charts. It was the only one in the green as everything else was dropping in the red inside the top 5. XRP was the only token that found immediate resistance yesterday. I was watching the market drops, and XRP was very fast to find resistance and climb back up very quickly. So that was exciting to look at. One small step for XRP. XRP seems to be taking a lot of small steps. That's what we've talked about in the past, this long evolving collection of stepping stones to cross the river Styx. Wait, that's the river Death. Wait, let's cross a different river. Let's cross the Potomac to the other side. So we're thinking about crossing the river one stone at a time, one good piece of information at a time, one small step at a time. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. That's right. And what does that mean? Well, it means that we're definitely seeing some good movement and some good utility coming through. The projects are looking good. The partners are looking good. The builders, like the coders from original projects like Ethereum's Vitalik Buterin talking about Bitcoin and proof of work in general needing an update, or else it's not going to be effective moving forward. It's an evolving conversation. We can see that happening naturally. Then also in the news today, EOS block producers are moving to cut costs for users. So EOS blockchain project hoping to boost the onboarding of new users by reducing the cost of opening accounts. The change also grants new accounts 14 bytes of RAM for free. Oh boy. That's good stuff. So incentivizing developers to join the space. Good luck with that. That's good luck. Good luck with that. And one of the things that that popped off today that I really kind of noticed was this idea that the big crypto token sales over. Big ticket token sales are over. The ICOs are over. That's at least what the market keeps hearing and what was floated during the first panel called The Death of the Main Sale. The event, hosted by crowd investing platform Republic, saw a number of crypto industry stakeholders discuss the cooling by some measures of the hype around the nascent fundraising mechanism called ICO. What does that mean? What are we looking at as far as the general interest in the space? Well, it looks like it's down. It's down on the decline. People are losing interest in general, is what they're saying. And this is very opposing. This is very opposing to the idea that we'll have a $20 trillion crypto market by next year. So let's look at this Google search term. Bitcoin definitely at its lowest, almost at its lowest inside the year. Bitcoin is at its lowest search interest inside the year. That is real. That's real right there. So that's something to consider. Something to consider looking at this trend on Google, going from the interest of about 15% September of last year to about 8% September of this year. Down a lot. Down a lot. Now, looking at XRP, interest is even less. Interest is, actually, no, I lied. XRP interest, it went from -1 last year somehow. I don't even know how that's possible. Or less than 1, I guess, maybe. And now it's 1. There you go. There you go. So some increased interest, some increased Google search interest in XRP at least, up and over Bitcoin. And let's see what Ripple comes up as a search term. And a little bit more interest in Ripple than XRP. Still some confusion with the name, or possibly people actually looking at the company. It's a good question. This is a good question. EOS, not a lot of search interest in EOS, and I'm going to look at ICO just because people might be searching what that term means. And even in ICO, that term is not very searched. Not very searched. So you can see the public's general interest in cryptocurrencies might be on a decline, but that is expected, I think, because we had retail investors and speculative investors in first. Now looking at the development of the ecosystem, I would say this is fine. This is fine. Looking at the development of the ecosystem, looking at the XRP token and the people speculating about this overnight price explosion that we're excited about, it could happen. It could happen. But we were just saying earlier that the same amount of money that put Bitcoin at 20K would put XRP at $5 or about $4.25. So maybe instead of the volume spiking to $60, maybe it spikes to maybe $6. Maybe $6. But no one knows. That's the beauty of this, is no one really knows. Looking at the XRP stats and looking at the ledger exposed, thinking about the fact that even if you hold 1 XRP, you're already in the 0.01%. If you hold more than 2.5 XRP, that's more than the amount of XRP per person if you divide them up by how many are open right now. How do you tag? You use the @ symbol. You press @ type the @ symbol and then their name, and then you can tag them. Oh, maybe it doesn't work on mobile. If you're on mobile, then that makes sense. Some of you guys that are on mobile, I know you guys can't like the stream, and I know you guys can't do the same things that the desktop users can, so you just have to live with it, I guess. You have to just suffer the consequences of being on the move. If you're free in the world, but you cannot comment at people. It's hard. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. Regulus Leo asked, what do you think is the safest way to secure your XRP? Putting XRP on a Ledger Nano is one of, if not the most effective way to safeguard your XRP from loss and from theft, mainly because it's a cold storage wallet, which means that it allows you to keep your tokens, the digital assets you're holding, these ones and zeros, they're easily accessible if they're on a hot wallet. If they're on a hot wallet, that means it's connected to the internet. If it's on a cold wallet, it means it's been removed from any internet connection or any connection at all, really. So the cold wallet storage of the Nano S is great, and it also has a seed recovery phrase, so you can not only use it to keep it safe in cold storage, but if something happens to your ledger, if something unforeseeable happens and you save, which you should always save your seed recovery phrase, you have your seed phrase, you'd be able to recover your funds just like that. So that's pretty exciting. That's pretty exciting. Hello. What's up? Super Squad. What's up, Crypto Bird Dog? How are you? What's up? Get the fresh SAP news, says Roy Van Dorm. What is the fresh SAP news? What is the fresh SAP news? Did I miss out on some sappy news? Should I type in like XRP SAP news? Is that going to bring it up? 10 hours ago on Reddit. Confirmed. SAP is testing XRP integration. Well, there you go. There you go. Thank you for that heads up. Thank you for that heads up. We will definitely be discussing tokenization of assets as something that can benefit enterprise. However, crypto as a feature is not something of high priority for enterprise right now. SAP is testing XRP integrations. Well, there you go. That's a tweet. Let's retweet that. Let's retweet that. And say SAP testing XRP ... There you go.
Good news, new massage from Ripple Riddler mid-November is when XRP going to the moon. Overnight.
Woo! There you go. Cheers. Farshad. What's up? What's up? Thank you so much for the support and for the news, for the drop. So you're saying there's a new message from the Ripple Riddler mid-November is when XRP is going to the moon overnight. I believe it. I believe it. That's why I thought I'd post this title today, because I think XRP does have that potential to moon overnight. I think Clara B and I have been speculating about that for a moment, thinking about possibly, yeah, they could just flip the switch overnight. And I think that we have a lot of NDAs waiting. And I even speculate that XRapid is done and that they're just silently waiting for the moment that they want to say it's ready to go. Because if they say it's ready to go and nothing happens, then we'd all be pretty disappointed. I'd have to say I think that they know that. And so I think that they're very intelligently planning a very sound economic game theory moving forward. And I agree, there's a lot of potential in the next few months. So I wanted to highlight that. Yeah, XRP could definitely moon overnight. No one knows how high it'll go. Thinking about my blind man meme from earlier, I feel like I should just keep retweeting that meme. I'm not saying it's the best, but it's pretty good. I need a massage. Okay, we all need massages. You guys should definitely get massages. It's good for you. Okay? It's good for you. Yeah, no, I agree. That's real potential to see a switch flipped overnight and just have like a burst of volume and support and integration and people getting clarity from the SEC and getting clarity the payment rails are done and et cetera. Yeah, people have said that for a while. We've been saying the floodgates will open. The floodgates will open and the dam will give way. I agree. It's very real. It's very real. It's not it's not easy to see, I think, because we've never been here before. It's like trying to, predict something that's never happened. We've never been here before. We've literally never had any of this before today. The speculative investment vehicles of crypto, the developing payment rails, the developing ecosystems of liquidity solutions, all these different things. All these different things. It's pretty big. It's pretty big. So yeah, people speculating about the overnight price whenever that switch is flipped. The video, Working Money, saying, it could be $60 overnight with just Swift. With just 10% of Swift, it could be, he said, $60 overnight. And when you look at the math for a lot of these things, it's hard to say no or yes. For me personally, it's hard for me to say no or yes because I see and entertain both sides. I like to believe and I like to be skeptical. I like to do both. So I do both. Yeah. Cambo Vision's right. Cambo Vision's right. I think so too. I think that there's going to be a lot of things that we might not even understand about to happen. We could see a flippening happen with the correction of the American stock market. We could see the correction of the stock market almost kind of be a catalyst for XRP flippening, for BTC death spiral. BTC death spiral because of on-chain transactions choking out the mempool. On-chain transactions, freezing the assets, literally seeing a death spiral, the markets freeze. They could literally call out that presidential code and they could initiate the XRP payment rail protocol function just because it's a safeguard against some kind of mass monetary failure. This is a very speculative thing. This is very speculative to say. Very speculative to say and to think about these things, but it's fun. It's possible. I agree. We have never seen anything like this before, so no one really knows where we're headed. I'm going to retweet this, my own tweet. I'm retweeting my own tweet. Roy wants us to look at the SAP. Let's look up the SAP net worth. And Clara B just said SAP is the lifeline of business. Lifeline of business. And they're looking at a $62 billion evaluation. The revenue at $19 billion. How much money do they move though? Or what are they doing? What are they moving? SAP chose IBM, its old friend and partner, to be the backbone of its cloud computing offering rather than building its own. Oracle is the company really being kicked in the teeth right now. Okay. Interesting to look at there. So SAP, $60 billion industry. Thinking about some of the speculators of the keynote at TechCrunch saying crypto could go to $20 trillion. And what would that look like if Bitcoin and Ethereum lost dominance, if that was mainly XRP with a majority of that sitting in its coffers? That is a good question. That is a good question. Yeah, well, that's possible too. Thank you so much. That's possible too. Philly the Kid, you're right. I like to be skeptical, but dreaming feels good as well. I don't even want a Lambo, just financial freedom. I think Philly the Kid's right. I think Philly the Kid really highlights, I think, what a lot of us are kind of realizing is that we don't want necessarily anything other than to meet our needs. We don't want anything other than just to be able to survive and provide for our family and our loved ones. And that is, at this point, I believe, an inalienable right of a person on this planet, of a human being on this planet, to not only have that right, but also have the capacity and the capabilities to hold value, to have a value, to have a hold a store value, to send value, to exchange value freely and openly. And that is also moving towards something I would consider an inalienable right of a person on this planet. So think about that. Think about that. You want me to, Clara B, you want me to do a grammar lesson? I was never that good at grammar. I was not as proficient at grammar as I was at math. I used to be really, really good at math. Now, I don't know if I'm really good at either. I don't know if I'm really good at either one now. It's the real truth of the matter. So, Bitcoin's at 6,500. We got Ethereum dropping down towards 200, and XRP under 30 cents. Bitcoin Cash $500, EOS $5. I'm kind of losing a little bit of faith. I'm losing a little bit of faith on EOS. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it publicly. I'm going to say it openly. I'm losing a little bit of faith on EOS. Their change to incentivize developers. It's not the reason I'm losing faith. I kind of go back and forth with them. It's hard to say what I expect out of this project. Stellar, I'm feeling a little bit more supportive of Stellar, even though I think that they're nowhere near as beautiful and amazing as XRP. They're kind of like the like weird cousin from the other side of the tracks or something. But I love everyone on the other side of the tracks. I love everybody. I think it's okay to love everybody. Yeah, that might have also influenced me a little bit. Mike Arrington talking about it might have influenced me a little bit. You know what? It's not a bad move necessarily.